Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel, FAMTayo. This time, we are going to talk about why do dogs like me loves to nip. Let's go and find out. According to positively.com, nipping or mouthing is normal puppy behavior, but it can develop into a serious problem if allowed to continue into adulthood. An adult dog's mouth can be very strong, so even when it's nipping is just part of normal play, it can still cause significant damage to human skin. If a puppy is not taught from an early age that mouthing or nipping on skin or clothes is inappropriate, then she is likely to continue into adulthood. Some dogs are more orally fixated than others, but every dog should be given boundaries, especially when it comes to using their mouths around humans. Most mouthing and nipping is playful in nature, but if a dog gets overly excited, the nipping can become harder and more difficult to stop. If a dog becomes angry when told to stop, the nipping is more likely to be less play behavior and more behavior designed to control. Some herding breeds, such as Border Collies, Australian Shepherds, and Shelties, will sometimes nip at a person's feet or heels, mimicking the livestock herding behavior they were originally bred for. Children are most likely to be on the receiving end of such nipping, especially when they are running around or playing vigorously. Now, let's talk about how can you teach your dog to stop nipping. Number 1. Teach your dog bite inhibition from an early age. Number 2. If your dog nips or mouths you during play or at any other time, withdraw attention immediately and walk out of the room. Wait outside for a minute or 2. Come back in the room and resume play. If the nip happens again, repeat the exercise until your dog realizes that nipping stops all interaction. Number 3. If your dog plays without nipping, let play continue. Number 4. Give your dog plenty of chew toys to redirect her nipping onto something more appropriate. Number 5. Encourage non-contact games such as fetch or go find. You can play tug of war, but make sure you do it with boundaries so that even when your dog is overly aroused, she listens and responds to you when you give her a cue or tell her to stop. Number 6. Avoid wrestling or rough housing with your dog, as this can be exacerbate mouthing behavior. Number 7. Teach your dog the leave it cue, which is good for impulse control. Number 8. If your dog is getting too excited, give her a timeout, somewhere where there is no human interaction and she can settle before continuing interaction. Number 9. If your dog is a relentless nipper, try spraying some taste deterrent on you or your clothes. While this might not make you smell so nice for a while, it will deter your dog's desire to keep mouthing you. Number 10. Do not smack your dog on the nose for nipping or mouthing, as this could make the behavior worse. Last but not the least, number 11. If your dog is tense when she nips at you or bares her teeth, this might be a sign that the behavior is less than friendly. Enlist the help of a certified positive trainer to help you. The behavior can easily get out of control. This time, let's talk about what people also ask. Why is my dog nipping at me? Your dog might nip you when he's excited because he wants to play by putting something in his mouth, and your hands or feet are closest. He's learned that nipping makes you squeal or move faster. How do I get my puppy to stop nipping and biting? When you play with your puppy, let him mouth on your hands. Continue play until he bites especially hard. When he does, immediately give a high-pitched yelp, as if you're hurt, and let your hand go limp. This should startle your puppy and cause him to stop mouthing you at least momentarily. How long does nipping last in puppies? Puppies do bite because they are teething, but they also bite in play, and biting tends to start in earnest once the puppy has settled into their new home, so around 9 weeks old. With some exceptions, puppy biting will stop by the time your puppy has his full set of grown-up teeth at 7 months. Why does my dog nip at my child? Nipping the kids can mean a few different things. Some dogs might nip at kids who are running by because they're overly excited in the situation. There's also fear-based nipping, and dogs might also nip or bite when they're guarding resources or territory. Why does my puppy bite me when I try to pet him? Therefore, puppies usually want to bite or mouth, hence during play or when being petted. Because puppies are highly motivated to exhibit this type of behavior. Attempts to suppress it or stop it are unlikely to be successful unless you give your puppy an alternative behavior. Why is my puppy biting so aggressively? There are a few reasons that puppies may bite. The most common one is that they're curious, and this is another way to explore their world. Sometimes, pups may resort to biting out of frustration or when they're frightened. If they proceed to bite by a growl, they ate you because you ignored a warning. Why does my puppy lunge and bite me? Lunging and mouthing are typical ways for dogs to play with each other. This play behavior is especially common in puppyhood, but can continue into adulthood. If you suspect that your dog's behavior is aggression or fear-related, seek professional help immediately, starting with your veterinarian. At what age do puppies start to calm down? Most dogs are going to start calming down at around 6 to 9 months of age. By the time they've reached full maturity, which is between 1 and 2 years of age, all that excessive puppy energy should be a thing of the past. Of course, every dog is different. What age do puppies stop teething and biting? By the time your puppy is about 6 months old or so, all of his puppy teeth should have fallen out, and his adult teeth should have grown in. Why does my dog try to bite me when I hug him? Humans tend to express their affection in hugs and kisses, but some dogs don't enjoy this and may feel restrained or trapped. If his avenues of escape are blocked, then a dog may exhibit aggressive behavior, and if the dog feels very threatened, it may escalate to biting. How do I know if my puppy is playing too rough? Loud, continuous growling and snarling. Again, exaggerated. Play growling may sound scarier than serious fighting. The dogs voluntarily make themselves vulnerable by falling down and exposing their bellies and allowing themselves to be caught when playing chase. They take turns chasing each other. Should I pee on my dog to show dominance? Your dog feels the need to assert his dominance or ease his anxiety by laying out his boundaries. He does this by depositing small amounts of urine on anything he feels belongs to him. The furniture, the walls, your socks, etc. Urine marking is most often associated with male dogs, but females may do it too. Why is my puppy trying to bite my face? As seen, puppies often engage in biting because they want to play. All pups bite as that's what pups do. They are playing discovering the world through their mouths, and on top of that, they are also thieving. Puppies also quickly learn that biting grants them attention. What dog breed is least likely to bite? Golden Retrievers and Labrador Retrievers are the breeds least likely to bite or inflict harm on a human. Consider that these dogs are used for hunting. What to do when your adult dog is mouthing, nipping, and play biting? Adult dogs who mouth people probably never learned not to do so during puppyhood. It's likely that their human parents did not teach them how to be gentle or to chew toys instead. Most mouthing is normal dog behavior, but some dogs bite out of fear or frustration, and this type of biting can indicate problems with aggression. It's sometimes difficult to tell the difference between normal play mouthing and mouthing that precedes aggressive behavior. In most cases, a playful dog will have a relaxed body and face. It's important to help your dog learn to curb his mouthy behavior. There are various ways to teach this lesson, some better than others. The ultimate goal is to train your dog to stop mouthing and biting people altogether. However, the first and most important objective is to teach him that people have very sensitive skin, so he must be very gentle when using his mouth during play. Bite inhibition refers to a dog's ability to control the force of his mouthing. A puppy or dog who has not learned bite inhibition with people does not recognize the sensitivity of human skin, so he bites too hard and even in play. So you will need to teach your dog how to do a bite inhibition. After that, you need to teach your dog to be gentle with his mouth and teach him to avoid mouthing people altogether. Dog nipping can be a sign of anxiety-based aggression, often grows from fear-based responses or harmful mistreatment. That's the reason why some four-legged friends nipping at your friends, families, or visitors, because the dog feels that you invade their privacy. However, territorial and oral protective aggression is just a form of anxiety. If you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Ruff, ruff, ruff!